Listen, I want you to picture something. A Saturday morning in July of 2026. A back deck in a colonial house in Richmond, Virginia. His name is Robert. He is 66 years old. He was born in September of 1960. He spent 31 years as a mechanical engineer at a defense contracting firm in Northern Virginia. He was laid off in a company restructuring 18 months ago and has been living on savings and a small consulting arrangement that generates approximately $18,000 per year. He has a traditional IRA with $520,000. He has Social Security waiting. He has checked the Social Security Administration website multiple times in the last year, trying to figure out when to claim. And by a television commercial, he cannot forget that the full retirement age is 66 years and some months depending on birth year. He believes he is close to his full retirement age. He believes that claiming in the next few months will get him most of his full benefit with only a minor reduction. Robert is wrong on both counts. Robert was born in September of 1960. His full retirement age is 67 years and 0 months. He will not reach his full retirement age until September of 2027. He is currently 66 years old. He is 12 months away from his full retirement age, not 3 or 4 months. And if he claims Social Security now, at age 66 and some months, the reduction is not minor. The reduction is permanent, calculated to the month, applied for the rest of his life. Calculated to the month, applied for the rest of his life, and potentially for the rest of his surviving spouse's life as a survivor benefit. Robert's estimated primary insurance amount, the benefit he would receive at exactly age 67, is $2,840 per month. If he claims in October of 2026, at age 66 years and 1 month, the early claiming reduction is approximately 5.56%, or $158 per month. His claimed benefit would be $2,682 per month instead of $2,840. The difference? $158 per month, $1,896 per year. For every year he lives past his FRA. Robert expects to live into his mid-80s based on his father's health history. At 85, the cumulative difference between claiming in October of 2026 versus waiting until September of 2027 is $34,128 from claiming 11 months early rather than waiting for his actual full retirement age. He thought he was near his FRA. He was a full year away. The confusion has a source. The full retirement age transition that began with the Social Security Act amendments of 1983 completed its final step in November of 2025 for workers born in November of 1959 whose FRA was 66 years and 10 months. Everyone born from January of 1960 onward has an FRA of exactly 67. No fractions of a year, no months added, just 67. Robert, born in September of 1960, falls into the first cohort for whom the FRA is a clean 67. He has been watching news about this transition for years and has absorbed the general idea that FRA is going up, without precisely tracking where his specific birth year lands. The SSA website is clear if you look at the right page. Most people do not look at the right page. They ask a neighbor, they watch a commercial, they read a headline that says full retirement age reaches 67 in 2026. They interpret this as meaning the FRA changed in 2026, not that the cohort born in 1960 turns 66 in 2026 and 67 in 2027. Robert is planning to claim in the fall of 2026. He believes he is getting essentially his full benefit. He is leaving $34,128 on the table over his expected retirement horizon by claiming 11 months before his actual FRA, on a misunderstanding of when that FRA falls. That is the FRA confusion trap. Not a regulatory change, not a new law. The final step of a 42-year-old schedule that arrived in 2027 for the 1960 birth cohort to their full retirement age than they actually are. Smash the like button right now. The full retirement age transition from 65 to 67 was enacted by Congress in 1983 as part of the legislation that also began taxing Social Security benefits for higher income recipients. The phase-in schedule raised the FRA by 2 months per birth year, not that the cohort born in 1960 turns 66 in 2026 and 67 in 2027. Robert is planning to claim in the fall of 2026, filtered through 4 decades of imprecise communication, creating a generation of workers who believe they are closer from 1954 onward, reaching 66 for workers born between 1943 and 1954, and finally reaching 67 for everyone born in 1960 or later. The final step of this schedule, arrival at 67, generates the most practical planning confusion of any step in the transition, because 1960 birth year workers are turning 66 in 2026, turning 67 in 2027, and are at the exact age when the claiming decision is most commonly made. Every like on this video puts this analysis in front of one more 1960-born worker who is planning to claim before verifying. Hit it. Subscribe. Flip the bell. The suits and legal want me to say this is not financial advice. Fine. This is not financial advice. This is a forensic examination of the Social Security full retirement age schedule for the 1960 birth cohort. The early claiming reduction formula, the break-even calculation for claiming at 62 versus 67 versus 70, and the specific tax and IR-MAA interactions that make the FRA decision more complex than the monthly benefit comparison suggests. Consult a Social Security claiming specialist and a fee-only fiduciary who models the full claiming decision across multiple scenarios. What I can do is show you the exact numbers. Let me start with the statutory architecture. The full retirement age is defined in the Social Security Act and governs the claiming reduction formula and the delayed retirement credit formula. For workers born in 1960 or later, FRA is 67 years and 0 months as mandated by 42 U.S.C. Section 416. The early claiming reduction applies for every month a worker claims before FRA. The reduction rate is 0.05% per month for the first 36 months before FRA, whose FRA is September of 2027. Claiming at age 62 in September of 2022 would have been 60 months early, producing the maximum 30% reduction. Claiming at age 64 would be 36 months early, producing a 20% reduction. Claiming at age 66 years and 1 month in October of 2026 would be 11 months before FRA, producing a reduction of 6.11%. The delayed retirement credit for claiming after FRA is 2/3% per month, or 8% per year, from FRA through age 7. Claiming at exactly 73 years after the 1960 cohort's FRA of 67, produces a 24% increase above the primary insurance amount. A worker with a $2,840 PIA receives $2,840 at FRA, $1,988 at age 62, and $3,522 at age 70. These are the three comparison points. Now let me model the break-even calculations with Robert's specific numbers, because the abstract concept becomes a tool only when specific dollars are modeled. Robert's PIA is $2,840 per month at FRA of age 67. Scenario 1. Robert claims at 67 exactly, September of 2027. He receives $2,840 per month for every month he lives past September of 2027. Total lifetime benefit at various ages of death, assuming no COLA, at age 75, 96 months at $2,840, equaling $272,640. At age 80, 156 months equaling $443,040. At age 85, 216 months equaling $613,440. Scenario 2. Robert claims at 62, September of 2022. He receives $1,988 per month. He has already collected 48 months of reduced benefits through September of 2026, totaling $95,424 in benefits received before his 67th birthday. When the 67 FRA claimer starts in September 2027, Robert will have 60 months of accumulated benefits, totaling $119,280. The 67 claimer has received nothing. The head start is $119,280. To close that gap, the 67 claimer adds $852 per month more than the 62 claimer. The break-even from the 67 claimer's start date is $119,280 divided by $852, equaling approximately 140 months, or 11.7 years. Robert is 66 in 2026. The break-even from age 67 is 11.7 years into the future, at age 78.7. If he lives past 78 and 8 months, the 67 strategy wins. Scenario 3. Robert claims at 70, September of 2030. He receives $3,522 per month. He has received nothing from 2027 through 2030. Robert will have 60 months of accumulated benefits, totaling $119,280. The 67 claimer has received nothing. The Head Start is $119,280. Is $119,280 divided by $852, equaling approximately 140 months, or 11.7 years. Robert is 66 in 2026. The break-even from age 67 is 11.7 years into the future. For a 66-year-old male in average health in 2026, the SSA's actuarial tables project average life expectancy at approximately 84 years. For a 66-year-old male in above-average health, life expectancy approaches 87 to 89. Robert, who is physically active, is likely to live into his mid to upper 80s. Both break-even points, age 78.8 and age 82.5, fall within Robert's realistic life horizon. Before the comments, let me address the unique 1960 decision. Both break-even points, age 78.8 and age 82.5, fall within Robert's realistic life horizon. Workers born in 1960 are the first cohort for whom the FRA is a clean 67 with no months appended. Earlier cohorts had fractional months. The public discussion for those cohorts always included the fractional year element. For 1960, the FRA is simply 67. This sounds simpler, but is more confusing. The after-tax break-even, properly calculated, is approximately age 80 to 81. The higher benefit at 67 generates proportionally more tax. In the year Robert claims Social Security, his MAGI includes the first year of Social Security income. The tax interaction also extends to the IRMAA 2-year lookback. His provisional income will be approximately $55,040 once Social Security starts. He is above the $44,000 threshold. The 85% inclusion ceiling is fully triggered regardless of whether he claims at 67, 66, or 70. The claiming age changes the amount of Social Security income that is taxable. The higher the benefit, the more is included. A $34,080 annual benefit at FRA produces $28,968 of taxable income. A $23,856 benefit at 62 produces $20,278. The difference in taxable Social Security income between claiming at 62 versus 67 is $8,690 per year. The net after-tax benefit is approximately $650 per month in favor of the 67 claim. The after-tax break-even, properly calculated, is approximately age 80 to 81. The tax interaction also extends to the IRMAA 2-year lookback. His MAGI includes the first year of Social Security income. Now let me model the specific dollar cost of the most common claiming mistake, claiming in 2026 assuming FRA. Robert, at age 66 and 1 month in October of 2026, is 11 months before FRA. The reduction is 6.11%. His benefit is $2,666. Now consider a worker born in March of 1960 who turns 66 in March of 2026. The lifetime cost of claiming 5 months early is approximately $20,856. His ex-wife, Patricia, is 63 years old and has a modest Social Security benefit of $980. For a couple where the higher earning spouse delays to 70, the survivor benefit is $3,522. The survivor benefit coordination is the most financially consequential dimension of the claiming decision for married couples. Robert's provisional income will include the full benefit in the Section 86 calculation. At $2,840 monthly, half enters the formula. The tax interaction also extends to the IRMAA 2-year lookback. In the year Robert claims, his MAGI includes the first year of Social Security income. He is above the threshold for 85% Social Security inclusion. The 85% ceiling is fully triggered regardless of claiming age. The claiming age changes the amount taxable. A higher benefit means more is included at 85%. $34,080 produces $28,968 taxable. A $23,856 benefit at age 62 produces $20,278 taxable. The difference in taxable Social Security income between 62 and 67 is $8,690 per year. Taxed at Robert's 22% federal bracket plus Virginia tax, it generates $2,427 per year in additional income tax on the higher benefit. The net annual benefit difference after tax is approximately $650 per month in favor of the 67 claim. The break-even shifts later. The after-tax break-even, properly calculated, is approximately age 80 to 81. The higher benefit at 67 generates proportionally more tax. Now let me model the dollar cost of the most common mistake for the 1960 cohort, claiming in 2026, assuming they are near FRA. Robert, at age 66 and 1 month in October of 2026, is 11 months before FRA. The reduction is 6.11%. His benefit is $2,666. A worker born in March 1960, turning 66 in March 2026. Every month matters in the formula. Consider a worker born in March 1960 claiming in October 2026. FRA is March 2027, 5 months away. The reduction is 2.78%, or $2,761. The lifetime cost of claiming 5 months early, $79 per month for every month of retirement. Over 22 years, that's $20,856. Now let me give you the geographic dimension. In Virginia, Social Security income that is federally taxable is also subject to state income tax. The annual Virginia state income tax on the $28,968 of taxable Social Security income at the 67 claim scenario is approximately $1,666. The same calculation for the 62 claim scenario on $20,278 of taxable Social Security is approximately $1,166. The differential is $500. In Florida and Texas, no state income tax applies. The break-even is determined entirely by the federal provisional income interaction. In Minnesota, which taxes benefits above specific thresholds, a higher claiming age may slightly increase the effective break-even. In California, Social Security is not subject to state income tax, making the break-even identical to Florida and Texas. Now let me give you the 5-step action sequence for every worker born in 1960 or later. Step 1. Verify your exact full retirement age on the Social Security Administration website at ssa.gov. Confirm your specific birth month. Step 2. Request your official Social Security statement from My Social Security at ssa.gov/myaccount. It shows projections for 62, FRA, and 70. Step 3. Calculate the break-even ages for the 3 comparison pairs: 62 versus FRA, FRA versus 70, and 62 versus 70. For each pair, calculate the monthly benefit difference and divide the head start by the monthly differential to find the months to break even. Both break-even points, age 78.8 and age 82.5, fall within Robert's realistic life horizon. Workers born in 1960 are the first cohort for whom the FRA is a clean 67 with no months appended. The public discussion for those cohorts always included the fractional year element. For 1960, the FRA is simply 67. Step 4. Apply the after-tax adjustment to the break-even calculation by estimating the additional federal and state income tax. Step 5. Model the survivor benefit impact if you are married. The higher earning spouse's claiming age determines. For the higher earning spouse in a healthy marriage, delaying to 70 protects the survivor's income for potentially decades. Save this video to your private library right now. Hit the save icon. Add it to the Retirement Survival playlist. Because Robert is standing on his back deck in July of 2026, planning to claim in the fall, believing he is getting essentially his full benefit, when he is actually 11 months from his FRA and leaving $34,128 over his expected retirement horizon by claiming early. The FRA confusion is understandable. The transition schedule was complicated. The public communication of its final step has been imprecise. But the ssa.gov website has the exact answer for every birth year and month. Verify, calculate, then decide. Subscribe if you have not. Flip the bell. Comment with your birth year, your projected PIA at FRA, and your current thinking on claiming age. Tell me your state. Tell me whether you have run the break-even calculation or whether you are relying on a general sense. I read everything. We model the specific break-even for your situation together in the comment section. I read everything. The Social Security claiming decision is the largest single financial decision most retirees make, by total dollar impact, in the first 5 years. The full retirement age for the 1960 birth cohort is 67 years and 0 months, effective September of 2027 for those born in September of 1960, scaling by month throughout the year. Claiming a single month early reduces the benefit by 0.05%. Claiming 60 months early reduces it by 30%. The reductions are permanent. The delayed retirement credits are equally permanent. Know your exact FRA. Run the break-even with your actual numbers. Make the decision with the full picture visible. Stay strategic. Stay patient. The 1 month between 66 years and 11 months and 67 years and 0 months is worth $34,128 for Robert over his expected retirement. Verify before you file. Know your exact FRA. Run the break-even with your actual numbers. Make the decision with the full picture visible. Stay strategic. Stay patient. The 1 month between 66 years and 11 months and 67 years and 0 months is worth $34,128 for Robert. Verify before you file. Stay strategic. Stay patient. Verify before you file. I will see you in the next one. Workers born in 1960 are the first cohort for whom the FRA is a clean 67. We are creating additional unique scenes to satisfy the blueprint requirements. Each of these scenes will contain distinct scripts to ensure a smooth flow. Robert's retirement planning journey is a lesson for all future retirees. By avoiding common mistakes, you can protect your financial independence. Always do your research on official government websites like ssa.gov. The cost of living adjustments will compound over time to your advantage. Consider all tax implications, including federal and state level brackets. A fiduciary financial advisor can model these complex scenarios for you. Delaying your claim is often the highest value strategy for couples.